While technically we are constrained by hundreds of agreements we consciously and unconsciously subscribe to, this book details the 4 main agreements that we have made that lead us to unhappy lives. Each agreement is detailed with what it is, the harm it creates, and the freedom that comes from breaking that agreement. Finally, this book enlightens the reader on what can be done to break agreements and find the freedom to be happy and live your best life while honoring the agreements you decide to maintain in your life. When someone criticizes you, don't take it personally. Our opinions and experiences are all colored by the lens of our own personal history, which means they have nothing to do with what we believe is true. When you feel affected by other people's opinions and actions, it's a message from your own innermost being. That feeling is more than a suggestion that you take action. It lets you know about the wounds inside yourself because of your own personal agreements. It's vital to remember that there is nothing personal in what other people say or do. When you take it personally, you begin inadvertently agreeing with it and taking it upon yourself. It all gets more complicated when we consider that the reason why we feel hurt by other people is because of our own agreement with things deeply rooted within us. Stop making assumptions about the people and situations around you and start asking questions instead. Asking yourself why someone is doing something a certain way will help you understand them better, which will lead to deeper communication and trust. When you make assumptions, you think that your thoughts must be true and feel duped when they turn out not to be. This is a major issue as most assumptions have just about no basis in reality. They only appear real in the imagination. Use questions to get closer to the truth and not assumptions. That's the magic of asking good questions. It gets you closer to what's really going on, and that's exactly what you need to understand. The most important thing in life is doing your best. Sometimes you're going to fall short of it. You'll do things that aren't good enough. That's okay as long as you learn from it and try again. Don't beat yourself up for failing, but don't stop trying either. Keep in mind that doing your best is different from day to day. After all, you're not the same at 8 a.m. as you are at midnight. You might be full of energy one morning but exhausted after a long day. Giving everything you have is a flexible thing. It changes from day to day. You give your all in the morning, and on other days, not so much. Keep this in mind. When you try to go beyond your best at any given moment, you'll just end up exhausted and worn out. Negative self-talk is like a form of self-harm. However, the good news is that you can fend off such harm by thinking positively about yourself and others. If your words are not used to support you or offend others, they might be harmful to both of you. The power of words, they can be used as a weapon or just as a powerful tool. You could use them against yourself or others. But the right words can be healing and inspire you to do better. Create your dream of the second attention. The first attention dream is the one you were indoctrinated with when you took on the words and roles your culture, family, and community put upon you. Next, forgive and move on. Holding on to negative emotions saps the energy you need to live your best life and put in the best effort every single day. Finally, live like you won't wake up tomorrow. Live with a passion that lights you up and spurs you through your toughest day.